Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ShootOut. I hope all of you have been well. We hope you have been well across this international break. We are back, and we're actually glad that we're getting this video out in the time that we are, because we landed yesterday and it's all been quite hectic, and we've got Nottingham Forest Chelsea kicking off the weekend in a few hours.
It's literally 5 hours from now.
It is.
We're going to be 2-0 up, mate. It's going to be there.
Come on.
We're also back in the studio very soon, next week.
We are.
This is a makeshift episode because we've literally got off the plane, come straight to record for you, man. So make sure you're subscribed, all right? Because the watch-along's come in a couple of hours' time. Eunice, you are currently the champion. You have gone from 2-0 down. I had a very good start to life back on ShootOut. And then you've taken the mantle, shall we say. You've taken the baton if this was the Olympic Games. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll make it 3-2 this weekend.
No, you won't, because I'm going to win. It's okay. Anyway, first game is Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea.
Start at home.
Mate, you know exactly what's coming, eh?
Go on. I know, we got to have...
I have had enough of this, mate. Even though I've been in the job for 7 games, mate, it's still going to shit, mate. Nobody wants to know me.
I get to interview Ange here before Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. Okay, this is going to be a privilege for all of you guys. So, Ange, how are you feeling coming into this fixture, knowing that your job apparently is on the line? Is that the case?
I've personally been going through it, mate. The international break is something I absolutely hate. I'm here because, obviously, second season I win trophies, and 7 games in, everyone seems to have forgotten everything that I did at Tottenham, everything that I did at Celtic, everything. I've had enough, mate.
So are you asking for more patience now, or do you think it will be okay if the owner sacked you now?
I just need time, mate. Just let me do my job. You know what I mean? Everyone's coming and constantly asking questions.
So,
Can I be me again? Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing about this fixture this weekend, it's not even about Chelsea. It's about Ange's future. And he come out in the press conference talking about, he gave an essay speech.
He did.
Right?
He did.
Of trying to, give credit to himself and to explain to everyone why he always ends up winning the trophy, so he needs some time.
Mate, honestly, he needs to shut up. And I mean that in the nicest way possible, because I kind of like Ange. Do you know what I mean?
Him, yeah.
I think football needs more characters like him. Mm-hmm. But I just think sometimes the whole defence thing just puts him in a position where the average person who looks at a press conference or looks at like the behaviour of a manager is just going to be like, oh, well, yes, the results are the only thing that matters. And I think that's what it needs to come down to. Like, he's got to get a result here. And if he doesn't get a result here, Sean Dyche is probably the manager before he's even got a chance to get a result next time.
Yeah. And, well, Sean Dyche is already linked. We know that if Chelsea win this weekend, Ange is probably out the door.
Gone, mate.
I've made the whole point about this, that there was no point sacking Nuno in that case. We spoke about the whole Nuno thing when it happened and Ange getting hired, and I did say, okay, it's a change of ideology. They want to go in a certain direction. Cool, fine, but you got to stick with that then. Surely you can't change after 7 or 8 games.
I think it's one of those where the whole club was in a mess, right? You could see that from Marinakis going on the pitch and the Morgan Gibbs-White interview. Like, all of these things looked weird.
Being held hostage.
But it was a meme, but it's also kind of true. Like, none of that's normal behaviour.
Yeah.
So to expect it to have gone smoothly when you've literally gone and taken a really defensive side and they've lost one of their main attacking players, Alanga's left. So, like, they've taken away the kind of players that Ange would have loved to have at his disposal. And then you brought in a manager who's got a completely different ideology. And it was always going to be difficult, but it's the Premier League. Like, every game's hard. No matter who you play against, you're going to probably struggle if there's chaos and confusion and players trying to learn this, players trying to learn that, and still wanting to kind of play the way that they were so successful with. And let's be real, Forest last season, what a success. Could have been more, but they were excellent.
For a big majority of the season as well, up until the end, and they just didn't have the legs to be able to go all 38 games, which is normal. That's not something to discredit. But yeah, they look a complete shambles now. With Ange, though, before we move to Chelsea, do you want to give your thoughts on, do you trust Ange when he says, you know what? Give me a bit of time. I always win something in my second season, because up until now, every club he's been at, that has been the case, including Tottenham. So, like, I'm not. I have to say that as well.
Let me tell you what's going to happen here.
They're going to win the FA Cup, aren't they?
No, they're not. Nottingham Forest, mate. Ange will win something in his second season because he might win the championship next year. That's what's going to happen, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, if Ange stays at Forest, they're getting relegated, but he might win something in his second season. So technically, he's finessed us all again.
Imagine if he done. All right, well, here's where we move to Chelsea then.
Yeah.
Are we getting Ange sacked, or Charity FC are going to show up again? Because we didn't know any of this. Obviously, us travelling in the way that we did up until last night, the press conference with Maresca was conducted yesterday. We now know there's a load of flipping players out, and
oh dear,
everyone's panicking.
I'm panicking.
Are Charity FC going to show up once again like we did for United? Unlike the team that beat Liverpool, because we didn't for that game. We beat Liverpool pretty well. Are we going to show up in the same way we did against United and give Nottingham Forest 3 points, or are we going to get Ange sacked?
I personally think this could be all about who's actually fit and who's not. If Enzo Maresca is right and no Fernandes, no Caicedo, no Palmer, like that trio is concerning. No matter who you're playing against, no matter who the form is. And it's obviously Charity FC, the history there that we don't really like. We want to shake that one off. We don't want to be that team to give Ange a win today, do we? Like,
no.
It's also early kickoff on a Saturday. Like,
that's not good, is it?
It doesn't really add up to great things, I won't lie.
Early Saturday kickoffs are always a banana skin. It always means the favourite team loses. It just always happens. I'd like to think, though, unlike the United game, right, I'd like to think that there's enough turmoil at Forest, even on a footballing level, for Chelsea to go and get the job done, even with the limitations that we've got coming into this game.
Do you know who's going to score for us today? Again.
Esteval.
Yeah, 100%, mate. I'm so convinced by this kid. I've been thinking about him every day during the international break.
Every day?
Every single day.
There you are, Esteval.
This was
Benson's
the
been
best
thinking of you.
international break ever, by the way. Ever. I went on 2 different holidays, right? I still don't have a home. That's still a problem. But other than that, mate, like, I think I've watched that goal back. I feel like it's an iconic goal. I think it will go down as an iconic goal. If anything good happens in the Premier League for Chelsea this season, it will definitely be that goal that was the reason why it all started that way. So with that being said, mate, I think Chelsea will get the result today. But in classic shootout fashion, you have the honours of the opening scoreline because you are the victor from the previous segment of the prediction show on the channel.
I thought he was going to walk straight into a yellow there. I was waiting. I was like, he's going to do a Maresca here. He's going to run down
Eunice
the touchline.
has got some orange juice on the table right now. This is Eunice's yellow card of the day.
And you're not booked yet.
No, I am not. I still have never had a booking.
Can't show you that.
I've never had a booking.
I don't think you're going to walk through this like Gary Lineker.
I was going to
never
say,
get any yellow.
The only difference is I will not poo myself today.
Fair enough.
Says that now. Watch the watch along to find out if I do.
Well, in that case, my prediction is I'm going to stick with what I said not yesterday, day before. 2-0 Chelsea.
Do you know what? I didn't do a prediction in my preview by accident. I was too busy looking at the Bangkok traffic. I
Go on.
personally do think Chelsea will win today, and I think we're going to win 3-0. 3-0. I think we are going to steamroll Nottingham Forest. I'm going to go with Joao Pedro, Esteval Willian, and Trevor Chalobah to score.
Fair play.
Don't mind me, mate.
All right. Bring it on.
Is what it is.
Good luck, Chelsea. We'll be here for the watch along, so make sure you guys are going to be there for that early kickoff.
Absolutely, mate.
What's next?
The next game is Sunderland versus Wolves. I mean, what an absolute corker of a fixture this is. This is Saturday afternoon. Sauteed potatoes, my boys. Blimey, shall I just give a score now? Should we just get straight into this?
We can, to be fair.
The nitty and the gritty big Eunice talks.
Yeah, we actually can. I think this one's pretty straightforward. I can't lie.
2-1 Sunderland for me.
No way.
Yeah, I think Sunderland are going to win. Wolves are pretty abject, to be quite honest with you. And Sunderland are a top half Premier League table side.
Well, congrats to Wolves on finally getting another point, right? So that's 2 now.
Yeah. On course to beat Derby County and Sheffield United.
Come
Say
on.
that. Big up.
I think Sunderland walk this.
Walk it. Or run it.
3-1 Sunderland win.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bloody hell,
3-1.
Eunice.
We
3-1.
You
2-1.
said 2-1.
2-1
Okay.
to George, 3-1 to Eunice. That's 2 correct scores for me in a row, I think, personally.
No, I think that's 2 wrong scores for you. Maybe 2 correct outcomes, but not correct scores.
What about this one, Eunice? Burnley versus Leeds United.
This one's a bit tougher.
This is a big game, actually, for this time of the season because Leeds have started okay. Burnley, I think, haven't played bad, but the results are bad. So Burnley at 18th, they need a result here, don't they?
They do. And I don't think Leeds have played badly. Actually, I think Leeds have played well. They just haven't had results go in their favour. We saw their performance against Tottenham. We were at the Leeds Supporters Club here in Dubai, which was fantastic, and we said that, by the way, so credit to them. But they played really well. 2 moments of poor focus and concentration, 2 lapses, and it cost them.
Dare I say it, quality from Tottenham as well.
And yes, individual quality, because they do have a bit of that now, finally.
Yeah.
So
It's taken a few years.
Yeah, they finally got there. But Leeds being away from home, this is where it's a tough one. It's my score, isn't it?
It is.
I'm going to say, as much as I think Leeds should win, I'm going 1-1.
I'm going to say Burnley are going to get a win here. 2-1. 2-1 Burnley. Scotty Parker getting the result against Mr. Farke. I think it's going to be 2-1 to Burnley. Out the relegation zone.
Fair
Forest
play.
going in. Ange going in. The bin.
By the way, big up to Scott Parker.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, ex-Chelsea. But I just think he's a sound lad.
It just does come across like the kind of geezer that you would
Really?
love to meet down the pub.
Yeah.
Maybe not even just 1 pint, maybe 5.
He actually seems like that sort of guy you'd be happy to play for.
Yeah.
Seems like a manager you'd actually be like, yeah, he's my gaffer, I'll play for him.
Yeah.
He's got that vibe. Anyway.
Let's move. Palace versus Bournemouth. The bubble's burst at Palace, hasn't it? Or has it? Because they lost to Everton. It was kind of, let's say, dramatic fashion, late goal, international break. Like, if you're a Palace fan, let us know in the comments. But, like, I feel like you kind of just want to get straight back on it. You know, like when you've got this great run of form, you've been unbeaten for so long. Now you've become a meme throughout the international break. Everyone's changing their Twitter bios to kind of accommodate this whole, like, 19 unbeaten. Well, that was it. The record is over. Bournemouth, on the other hand, 4th in the Premier League. This is a huge game. It's 6th against 4th. 2 teams that are clearly overachieving, shall we say?
Yeah, on paper, overachieving, 100%. But are they really overachieving? No, they're just playing really, really well. It's not like they got lucky. They're both playing fantastic for different reasons. Crystal Palace have kind of carried this over from last season. There's kind of a little bit of an expectation now. With Bournemouth, it's out of the blue. No one's really kind of expected
Great managers.
this. And it's
2 excellent managers on show here.
This is the thing. And I think every top club now that has some sort of question about their gaffer, irrespective if they're under pressure or they're not under pressure. Amorim is under pressure right now, for example. Someone like Arteta's not. We've done the hot take video on like the futures of Arteta and Pep. Anyone in the back of their heads now will be looking at Glasner or Areola as the guys that could walk in even to a top job.
Yeah,
So
doable.
both of these teams are killing it. The loss against Everton for Palace was a little bit unexpected. That was a little bit of a weird one. Even though Everton, I think, at least on paper, have the team to play basically anybody, but they just haven't been in great form up until this game. Palace, on the other hand, were really, really good up until that fixture. We know that there's the whole Marguerite news, which I'm not sure if that's going to destabilise things, but he's not signing a new contract. He's going to be leaving.
I think everyone kind of knew that already,
knew
didn't they? Like, he's going to be one of the most wanted free agents ever because he's in the prime years of his career. He's a top centre-back. And Palace can't... if you're a Palace fan, let us know. But like, I don't think there's any way anyone can begrudge him this move either.
No.
Because he's a really solid centre-back. And realistically, right, Palace... there's a reality here that will probably at some point have to settle in, and that is that some of your top players will go, some of them already have gone, and you've got such a great manager that you can kind of combat the fact that those top players will leave because you've got somebody who is going to set you up so well and so well organised. So I think this is actually one of those games where I think we're talking about 2 fantastic managers that might cancel themselves out.
Yeah, and the fact that it's at Selhurst as well gives me a little bit more confidence for Palace to get a result. If not, I would have probably swung it into Bournemouth's favour because I think on a footballing level, Bournemouth right now seem more. How can I say this? Palace are a great collective, preventing opponents from scoring. Bournemouth right now are a team that are managed really well, where they look threatening. They can actually beat anyone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's cancelling itself out.
That is cancelling itself out, to be honest. I do want to say, we might actually do a video on this with the whole Marguerite situation, but I do want to second that. I don't blame him at all.
No.
There's players that force their moves, like Isak, for example. With Gurhi, he was meant to go to Liverpool, and we saw that fumble, and he stayed professional. And what he's doing now, not signing a new deal, is professional. He's not willing to sign a new contract. He's going to stick it out to the end. Palace had a chance to get money. They didn't.
Yeah. I also think it's like with him, he will stick within that threshold of what the level is.
Yeah.
He's not going to dip. He's not going to start like giving up. Like Palace is a great football club.
100.
Just it is a great football club. It almost came out like it isn't. It really is a great club. And it's going to finish 2-2, Eunice, this weekend.
I do want to say about Palace, just a forewarning, way in advance. But Palace fans, start preparing, because you got to look at who's going to come in after Glasner, because I don't believe Glasner will be here at the end of the season.
No, I totally agree.
And Gurhi will be gone, so replacements are in order. I'll go 1-1.
All right, so sticking with a draw.
Yeah, I'll go 1-1.
Okay, interesting. Let's move into Brighton versus Newcastle. This is a mid-table clash. But which Brighton are going to show up? Newcastle. I think Newcastle, to be honest, have been pretty good this season so far. I think they've been relatively unlucky. But I think this is another one where they could cancel each other out. I don't really like going for draws. It's just a bit boring, isn't it? Like picking a draw. But it's your score, so I can't pick that yet. But I think this has got draw written all over it, mate.
You are the most fair play flipping guide known to man. You'll
Someone
never
call me
get
a fair
booked.
play merchant.
You'll never get booked.
Fair play merchant.
I'm always trying to, I'm trying to like pull the shirt without the ref looking, and I'm trying to do all these little things. He's not budging.
Nah. I'm like Chelsea. Very well disciplined.
None. Get out of here. You know what? I think this one's pretty straightforward.
Tell me.
And this is going to be a bit of a hot take. Brighton win. Easy. Why? They're at home.
That seems like profound knowledge to me.
Every time they're at home, even if it's against a big opponent, they somehow turn into close to prime Barcelona.
See, this is where Eunice talks football again.
This is it.
This is it.
Newcastle at St. James's are also a threat, but them away from home now, this is going to be a result that Newcastle lose. It's so obvious. And Brighton, like I say, at home, at the Amex, are always... When Brighton are that team, when they want to switch it on, they can beat anyone.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they don't play a big team and they're away from home, they look like Derby County.
So what's it going to be? What do you think?
I'm going to go 3-1 Brighton win.
Wow. That's a bold prediction. I absolutely rate your validation behind it. I think this is going to be dross. I think it's going to be 1-1.
Ooh, okay.
So there's my boring draw for the day for all of us to talk and discuss. Man City, Everton. Now this is what I like to call a banana skin.
Really?
I think Everton are on the precipice of a famous win here.
You're kidding.
No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. And I'm going to say it now. They're going to win 1-0.
Everton 1-0 win at the Etihad.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope.
I
hope, but I think you're crazy.
I probably am. Probably am.
Like, there's being bold, and then there's that.
Well, I'm just going to call it now.
You're going 1-0 Everton
I'm
win?
going 1-0. Everton are going to get a result today at Man City.
By all means.
Beto's going to score a really scrappy goal, and that's all it's going to be.
Grealish is going to get sent off.
Grealish can't play.
Can he not?
No.
Why?
Because he's a Man City player.
Oh, he's loaned.
He is loaned.
Oh, he's not sold. I thought he was sold. You're right.
All
he's
bloody
loaned. He's
season,
loaned.
mate.
Well, he will be sold.
Yeah.
I'm going 3-0 City win.
Oh, well, here we go. This is why we love the Premier League predictions, because it brings an element of jeopardy into our lives, Eunice.
Mate, Haaland all day long.
I forgot about him.
It's a... Beto, get out of here. You watch. Me saying that now, and Beto's probably going to bang in too now. Just because I've said that,
bro. I reckon, 1-0 Everton. Shock of the weekend. Everyone's talking David Moyes. He's in John Obi Mikel. No, Mikel Arteta's Mount Rushmore of Premier League managers. Did you see that?
No, what's he said?
He's gone.
Who's he gone?
Arsene Wenger, of course.
He has to say that. He has
tickle
to
his
say
own
that.
fans a little bit.
Yep.
Pep Guardiola.
Okay.
Then it was David Moyes. Then he finished it with Sir Alex, which I actually respect it. To be fair, but
Get out.
no Jose Mourinho in
Get
there
out.
is baffling in my opinion.
Get
Best
out.
manager who's ever lived, in my humblest. But doesn't mean Everton aren't going to win.
The fact Arteta's put, and no, don't get me wrong, like David Moyes, I respect, but the fact that I respect Sam Allardyce, I'm not going to put him on the Mount Rushmore. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, Mount Rushmore is even, is he talking Premier League managers?
Yeah.
Just Premier League managers? Yeah. Okay, cool. Even then, but okay. Alex Ferguson,
Yeah.
Wenger, Pep, Jose. It's clear.
That is Premier League
It's clear.
heritage right there, isn't it? David Moyes deserves a climb up the mountain, but like with assistance.
Honorary mention.
Yeah. Some people skydive by themselves. Some people are in tandem, and David Moyes would need tandem.
Yeah, that's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, 1-0 to Everton for me and 3-0 to City for Eunice.
Yep.
That's interesting, to say the least. Let's move into Fulham Arsenal. Banana skin, surely.
I mean, we wish.
What a way to
Listen.
pop the balloon.
Fulham, yeah, you're like the next door neighbour, right? Like we can always knock on the door and go, have you got some milk? Have you got some sugar? If that even is a thing now, that doesn't even happen anymore, does it?
Mate,
that probably happened in the 60s. Not
Most
anymore.
people in England don't even know what Bovril is anymore,
They don't.
apparently. Eunice brought me back 2 tubs of Bovril, by the way. Look at this.
Come on.
That is what true friends do, ladies and gentlemen.
It had to
Smash
be
the
done.
like button for Big Eunice. There we go.
Up the Bovril. But
Fulham versus Brighton. Arsenal? Fulham Arsenal.
Fulham Arsenal. Fulham, please, as your next door neighbour, can you just knock some points off Arsenal, please? That would
Do
be
us
great.
a solid, mate. Do us a solid.
But I'm going to be honest. This has Arsenal win written all over it, doesn't it?
It really does.
What's your prediction?
Well, my prediction is that you're going first as per.
Flipping hell, man.
So
Have a
don't
day off.
worry
Have a day
about
off,
me,
George.
all
Have
right?
a day off.
I'm a seasoned professional, mate. I'm a seasoned professional. 14 years on this platform.
Flipping hell, man. 14.
14
Yeah,
years.
we're the same.
Yeah. Long time.
Yeah, this is why it's,
Combination
This
you've all
is-
been waiting for.
this is gonna be something that's gonna go for the whole season. Yeah, I'm gonna get you booked.
Get me drunk then. Simple as that, mate. Easy peasy.
Yes, come
lemon
on.
squeezy.
Okay, get the pints in. Right. As much as I want to come on here and say Fulham 2, Arsenal 0, which has been done historically, and I remember laughing,
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen.
Nah, it ain't.
And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna reverse it. Fulham 0, Arsenal 2. I have to.
I'm going to say Fulham 1, Arsenal 3 then, because I think Arsenal will win by a margin. I think, yeah, this is the Arsenal top of the league thing's a problem. We'll talk about that come the end of this weekend. When hopefully it looks a little bit different than it does now, but it's reality right now, isn't it?
It is. Arsenal, even when Arsenal don't play brilliantly, they're efficient enough to get the result. And it's like I've said prior, we've spoken about this. I think their squad is so well balanced. I think it's a beautiful blend.
Yeah.
And they've started the season well. Can they go all the way is a different story. But I think they're just going to keep up on this momentum for now.
Yeah.
And they're going to beat Fulham.
Absolutely. Let's move. Tottenham versus Villa. This is interesting because Aston Villa are seeming like they're on a little bit of an upward. Spurs, this is the challenge, isn't it? This is the game which will test the mettle, it will test the resolve. Like, how is Thomas Frank's messaging coming across? International breaks, players come back in. Aston Villa are now up to 13th after a very slow start to the season, but Spurs are flying high in 3rd place in the Premier League table. But this is where we have to be. This is a massive game for Spurs, in my opinion, because this is a team who Tottenham last season would have loved to have been in Aston Villa's league position.
Yes.
But they got that Ange Postecoglou trophy, so no one's complaining about that. They're in the Champions League. Well done. But I think that Spurs here... Oh, this is tough. I think it's going to be a draw. Don't think Spurs are going to lose. Hope they lose. But I think it's going to be 2-2.
That's fair. I understand that logic. You'd think Tottenham being at home, get a result. Aston Villa haven't been great. But up until recently... It's as you've said, Aston Villa have finally looked like they've switched it on. They had a really, really poor start to the season. right? Really bad. And we spoke about that whole form when they were stuck in 18th and they didn't know what they were doing. Won four on the trot, right? 4 wins in a row,
form.
including away at Feyenoord, right? Which was a really good result for them, by the way. Feyenoord are actually a decent side considering the level. So Aston Villa look like they might have finally gotten their mojo a bit back, but is it still a bit too early to say, are they really back in gear?
They win this, then yes.
If they win this, 100% Villa are back, right? And they do have what it takes to win, but Tottenham are stronger than they are last season. I'm not looking at Tottenham in the same way that I did last season. You can't, because they have upped the quality. This is where I think they do cancel each other out. You've gone 2-2.
2-2. No same scores yet this week.
I wanna say Villa sneak a win. I'm gonna say 1-1.
1-1.
I'm gonna say 1-1. I share the same sentiment, but I think Aston Villa's defense will prevent Tottenham from going out and scoring twice. But I think they draw, so I'm going 1-1.
Interesting. Okay, this is a big game, good game this weekend. Liverpool Man United. This is the biggest one. I mean, Chelsea's always the biggest one, but like this is huge, isn't it? Like you got Man United, who. He's still there, mate. He's still hanging on. There was a video that we actually recorded. I think was there a video we talked about Amorim? But that didn't go out during the international break for various reasons. But
yes,
we did speak about Ruben Amorim. But this is a big game for both of these teams because Manchester United are just desperate to get back-to-back wins. Like Mr. Matey Boy with his long hair is desperate for 5. But right now they're begging for 2. Yep. You know, the guy he's not cutting his hair until Man United win 5 in a row.
Yep. He's gonna stay there until he looks like a caveman. I'm just gonna say that now,
bro. This
you
could
better get ready to start making dreadlocks or something because it's gonna go long, mate.
I do think it will, and I think this is the kind of game where if Liverpool just show up to the levels in which they can and they should be.
Yeah.
Let's just remind everybody: £400 million plus spent. 500. Sorry.
500.
You know, it's funny, isn't it? A lot of people will try and tell you it's 4 because it's, you know, give Liverpool as much credit as humanly possible.
It's 500.
It's 500 million. Yeah. Okay, it's 500. Liverpool here will win this game, in my opinion, because when I look at that squad, I can't keep saying that it's not clicking for Liverpool. It's not going to work for Liverpool. And Man United, the Sunderland result, you can expect that from Sunderland away from home at times this season. Like, get enough results at home with that atmosphere, Stadium of Light, that's your gaff, deal with it. And then, but for Man United, is it what? Papering over the Amorim cracks? Like, is the wall fallen? Like, it's surely.
I think this fixture is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Right?
Concur.
Liverpool, thankfully, made my prediction come true. Lost 3 in a row. Great. Now they've done that.
That was huge.
Now they've
shootout
done that.
History.
That is shootout history. That's a fantastic prediction. I'm proud of that one.
Yeah. You should get a bonus point for that, but we'll call it next week. Comments, let us know.
But the fact that that's happened now, Liverpool, I feel like, especially being at Anfield and against United, they're going to be like, this is an absolute must. They have to win this game. They are going to come out all guns blazing, especially considering the international break has maybe given them a little bit of a breather from that poor form. I think they're going to come rejuvenated. I think they're going to come with a point to prove against United. They're going to want to absolutely slaughter them. United, off the back of that win against Sunderland, which, I mean, I can't say unlucky Sunderland, but do you know what I mean?
United played well.
United played well, but United, I don't think are going to be able to compete with the same level.
Nah.
They just can't. At Anfield, I think United are going to fold.
Fold as in like completely calzone.
Completely calzone. Complete fold. So, scoreline prediction.
What is it going to be?
Is it mine?
Yeah.
I don't want to get another booking.
I don't know what's going to be over it. Do you know? Never been so well behaved.
I'm going to be really, really bold. I'm going Liverpool 4, United 0.
No, that was literally what I was going to pick.
No way.
Yeah, for real.
Feel free. You can say the same thing.
I'll say, because Liverpool's defence is shaky, 4-1. I think it'll be...
You think United are going to score at Anfield?
Yeah, I think they will. I think they'll have chances.
Who's going to score?
Sesko. Benjamin Sesko,
what,
mate.
The ball's going to hit him on the shoulder and go in or something?
4th time of asking. He'll hit his own face after he hits the bar. He'll hit it against the crossbar and it'll knock him out. He'll get concussion from it, but it'll go in the back of the net. I shouldn't laugh at that.
Out for 3 games.
Nah, Philip Jorgensen ain't in goal for Liverpool, mate. He's all right. But yeah, 4-1, I think.
You're going 4-1?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let us know your predictions down below because I think this is going to be the game that puts the pressure back on Amram. Things have kind of calmed down a little bit, but it's just temporary. I think
It's
this
a
is going
soap
to be
opera, isn't it? This is Coronation Street, locked and loaded, mate.
no, not even Corrie. This is full on EastEnders. Phil Mitchell.
Yeah, it is.
Who shot who?
Who shot who? Bring back Sharon, that's what I say. Where's Shazza when you need her? Anyway, we've got one more game to go, though, in this Premier League game week. Absolute classic of West Ham versus Brentford, mate. Couldn't think of anything more entertaining than that.
Who thought about... Is this on Sunday? Or is this Monday?
I think it's Monday. Luckily, we're filming the review on Tuesday, so we'll be able to cover this one.
Yeah, we will do. But no, whoever selected this to be like a single picked game for TV, what are you thinking? But... I mean, Graham Potter's not here anymore, so...
He's going to Sweden, mate. He's going to manage Sweden. He's going to be managing Alexander Isak. Imagine having him to look up to as your international gaffer.
Now, I mean, Isak doesn't go. It goes from bad to worse, doesn't it? Look, West Ham, I can actually give some sort of respect because they've got something of substance to move forward with now. I think Nuno's given them a little bit more structure, solidity. At home, Brentford, not really gone too well.
Not at all.
I'm not expecting this to be a cracker whatsoever. I think it's going to be a dire game, if I'm being honest. But I do think because West Ham now, without Graham Potter, I expect a little bit more from them.
Yeah.
So West Ham, I think, will get the job done.
I'm going to go with 1-0 West Ham.
1-0?
Yeah, nice win. Probably out the relegation zone as a result of it, maybe, because, Brentford might jump in as a result. I think maybe the goal difference isn't good enough. But I think, West Ham are going to win 1-0. That's my final prediction of the weekend, Eunice. Finish us off.
I'm going 1-0 as well. This is where we match the scores.
There we go. See, this is where good friends just come together, you know. We did say that Eunice and I, if ever we have a fallout, you guarantee it's to do with this series. But sometimes, this is where friendships are made, formulated.
Even then, I don't think there will be.
Stable like the horses. All right, let us know in the comments down below. Obviously, today is the day for Chelsea Forest. Watch along if you're watching this as soon as we upload it. Maybe enjoy it over the course of your weekend. Do whatever you want to do. But watch along Forest, Chelsea. Be there or be square. We'll see you there.
See you there.